Hello and welcome to the Void XRC video. Thanks for tuning in. So today we'll just be having a look at my RC room and my RC collection. Well, let's just get started where I do all of my filming. I have done a few changes with this recently. I've pushed the table back against the wall. Just recently put up this shelf for all the controllers and radios that I don't really use. As you can see, I do label most of the radios on the bottom side. Otherwise I would have no idea what they go for. However, this one I don't have labeled, so I'm really not sure what this one goes to. But like I said, most of them I do label, so I am able to figure it out. And there's a few that aren't, and I've got no clue what they are for though. You can see I have a couple old chassis just hanging on the wall. That one there is from a Quantum Vandal, and that one there is from the original Traxxas Revo Nitro. You can see some of the lubes and oils and stuff I have there. Lots of spare screws and stuff, that's always good to have. Spare part spins. This table gets to be a big mess when I'm working on stuff. I end up with this entire thing just covered in stuff. So right now it's looking a little bit organized, but that never lasts. And see, I've got my soldering stuff over here, and the little paint sprayer, some tires, and more just random bits and parts. Same thing with under the table, lots of random crap. Alright, let's have a look at the RCs now. So we start over here. We can see my 1/16 and 1/18 scale stuff on the top here. This is a Team Associated one I just fixed up a few months ago. It had been pretty much dead for years, but it's back and running now. Got a few smaller RC cars on this level here. Little drift car. And then here's the radios that I use most frequently. Most of these ones have more than one vehicle they're linked to, but a couple of them don't. Favorite controller overall is the DX4C that I have here. Coming down lower, got shrink tubing and lots of wires and zip ties and stuff, and some gloves, paper towel, some more little vehicles. And then we got all my tires down here. Alright, let's get on to the bigger vehicles. Boy, I can't remember half these things' proper names. We got the Desert Fox here. The FY06 is my winch truck. FY03, FY03. Down here we've got my old Axial Deadboat, which is waiting on new axles. I used the axles that were on it for my dump truck conversion over there. You can see one of the suspension pieces I made out of thin aluminum sheets. It actually turned out quite well. Doesn't look the greatest, but, well, I kind of think it looks good, but I know overall a lot of people don't really like this patched together look, but it worked out quite well. You can see the little jog I made to go around the drive shaft. Got two of the Quantums here. One under it doesn't have wheels on it right now. I believe the top one is missing. Oh, no, it has a servo still. We got the RGT here. And underneath these, got all my motors and speed controllers, the spare ones that is. Don't really have too many spare speed controllers at the moment. That's really the only good one. This one's kind of messed up. This one obviously doesn't have a heat sink. But I got a few different types of motors in here. Half of them will be brushed. Yeah, brushed motor in there. What's in here? Another little brushed. A couple more brushed, and then I think these are both. This will be a censored brushless and just a brushless. Another brushless from a boat in that one. I'm not sure if I got that all on film. We'll have to check and see. In the next tub though, got all the spare parts. Now I do kind of need a better place for all these spare parts because I'm often digging through these bags trying to find stuff, and it can be a bit of a pain. You can see all my Fiyu and WL Toy spare parts that I no longer need. But yeah, quite a bit of stuff in that bin there. It's going to be a bit of a mess to clean up. But then I've got electrical stuff. This is just all servos, wires, connectors, LEDs, all that kind of good stuff. Programmer. And we've got a bit of stuff I had for drone things, which I've never used. Going back up onto the vehicles, we can see my Wraith here. And then the SST. Need to get that thing out again too. And then here's the dump truck that I converted. I did take the servo off of it to use on another vehicle for now, so it doesn't have a servo currently. And down here we've got my H-King Rattler, which is missing one of the links. That's why it's on this shelf, as this shelf is stuff that needs to be fixed, or it's missing a lot of stuff. You can see my Sabertooth there, which is still missing the rear diff. And the old cage from the old WL Toys. More parts for the Sabertooth, just random crap from other things. I keep all of my batteries in a ammo can, as you can see here. Now I know if this was to catch on fire, this ammo can would easily overheat, but it's probably the safest place I have for all my LiPos right now. And there's no way any of the batteries can short circuit on the metal there. They're just too far in the connector, so it is safe to have it in a C-can like that. And then when we're going on up, we can see the one little cheap excavator I have here. And then we have a couple non-RCs, which I've been mulling over my head on converting and stuff. This little ambulance here is one that I definitely plan on converting. Not sure when that'll happen, but at some point. I've taken it apart, as you can see. This must have been a fairly old one, as it doesn't have any LEDs, but it has these kind of lights. I'm not sure the name of them. Focus. But yeah, it didn't have LEDs, so this thing must be fairly old. And then my nieces and nephews gave me this little digger here. It's just all plastic. I might try and convert it at some point here. You can see all the chargers and stuff I've gotten with all the RCs. And we have all my manuals up here, or most of them at least. And I do keep all my boxes from all my RCs. So I've got a good stack of boxes here in the corner. At some point I am going to run out of room for them all. And up top, I have stuff that I don't really mess with anymore. See this little cheap quad here? Now this was a quad I started building years ago and ended up with wrong parts just because I guess I didn't really pay enough attention. So I've never finished it. It's just sat here, and maybe one day I will finish building it, but other than that, I just hasn't really come up. Then I have 3 boats up here, which again I haven't really done anything with in a long time. They all need some sort of work. This one I converted into a jet boat, as you can see the jet on the back here. I had tried painting it black. I kind of messed up the paint job really bad though. I'm really not happy with it. You can see the little crappy stand I put together with sticks and hot glue for it. Another boat here. I don't remember what the problem with this one was, but it definitely had a problem. And then on my big Challenger up here, I swapped out the motor for a much bigger motor, and now when I get on the power, it just leans to one side in the water and flips basically, so it's sort of half taken apart too. And I don't really use my boats at all anymore. I need to get back into them though at some point. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this little tour of my RC collection / RC room. If you have any questions or comments, make sure to leave them below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.